Yeah, let's not beat around the bush. You guys know what this is. This is the Smash or Pass video on the entire Volume 1 of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. Oh boy. But yeah, a while back I did make like a voting poll to see if you guys wanted me to use the Vtuber model or my actual face, and my actual face won, cause yeah, guess you guys want to see my actual face. While I admit to what I like and what I don't like. Well, anyway, let's start, shall we? Hang on. There. Would I smash a succubus literally known for, you know, what most of this book is about? I mean, obviously, yes. So, duh. And you'll get a little split here. The lesser succubus. Obviously, I would also say yes, since it could come with the added bonus if it's like your childhood friend or your hot friend who has maybe feelings for you. She will be turned into a lesser succubus and come after you. I mean, extra bonus, I guess. Alright. Now, the slime. Would I... Now, there is to consider these guys do appear in sewers. If I recall correctly, they can be found in human settlements, and yeah. Having one of these come out of the sewer and then force themselves on you would be probably gross at first. With the default slime, I'm just gonna say no. I would not smash that. Again, this is just a different version of a slime, of the basic slime, but this one was smarter, if I recall. I don't recall. I mean, this one also is found in human settlements, I think, but a different color and the fact that she's smarter. I would, actually. Yes, I would smash a red slime. Yeah, sorry if this one is a bit pixelated, and obviously that they all have the white outline and everything, because I didn't feel like cutting all of them out and then later deleting them again. Anyway, the Queen Slime. A slime that is incredibly intelligent, has multiple bodies with different roles, and essentially makes a kingdom for all the way or like completely around you. And essentially takes care of all your necessities. Plus it's smart enough to actually trade with other people. I would say yes, because you come across one of these and you're essentially going to be rich and a king. No. Just no. I have standards. They may make like great jewelry and everything, but no. I'm not gonna smash a goblin. Or at least the goblins in this book. I mean, yes, the hobgoblin is better endowed and looks more appealing. But you do get shared around with the other goblins, and this one is easier to get away from, apparently. But no, I would not smash the hobgoblin. Werewolf. Also, I'm doing these in order, so they're literally from the first one all the way to the last one in order. So yeah, at some point you're gonna see a lot of nope. Anyway, the werewolf. Would I smash? Well, if you're up against a pack of them and you somehow manage to outlast them, seeing as they will force themselves on you, they'll actually see you as their boss and do whatever, and you know, follow your orders as long as you keep outlasting them. I mean, yes, the fur, actually the fur around the arms is not so bad, but the legs, I would still say yes, but barely. Because if you guys hadn't guessed it yet, I'm not that big of a... I don't really like furries all that much, but some of the art that they make is actually pretty nice and looks good. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that, yeah. Barely, but yeah, I would smash the werewolf. Would I smash the werecat? No. I may like cat girls and everything, but I would not smash. Just no. Same with the next one. Hell no. I mean, you you have a chance of, you know, entering Wonderland if you follow one of these, if they don't notice you. But no. Simply because of the lower half. Just no. Well, that's the first 10. Alright. Every 10 or so monster girls, you will get like a weird cut like that. Because I'm recording these 10 at a time. So, yeah. Anyway, the next one. Weresheep. Would I smash? Why, yes, actually. Because if you guys recall correctly, they're actually really timid, and their wool is very valuable. And there literally are farms in human settlements, according to this book, that literally breed this particular monster girl for the wool. Plus, the wool actually helps you sleep, which in my case would also be a great thing, or a great bonus. So yeah, I would definitely smash the weresheep. Insert Scottish joke there, but luckily I'm not Scottish. The Allurin. Flower that produces nectar that draws I think all the following 3 after this one. You're essentially rooted in place if you're caught by this one, and I mean, essentially you're forced to endure year-round, you know, the year-round hokey pokey. Honestly, I would have to say, even though the design looks great and all, I'm gonna pass on that one. Oh wait, the Allurin probably lures the other 3. But the Mandragora, now keep in mind the illustration here is of a non-mature one that they pulled out of the ground, and if they're actually mature, they're more endowed, if you know what I mean. But considering you kind of become mindless once you hear them scream and instantly want to go for them. No. I mean, at least it's not like the actual Mandragora, which would kill you if you hear it scream. So, yeah. The Matango. Yeah, no, I don't feel like becoming part of The Last of Us, even though it is a monster girl. I mean, these literally sprout parasites in both men and women, and women get turned into other Matangos. And men essentially become fungus zombies. So yeah, I don't feel like becoming a clicker. The Dryad. Now, the benefit here would be you essentially live as would essentially be how to put it. You would essentially become immortal, or you'll have an incredibly long life as long as the Dryad is also still alive. And you're essentially in a community with other people who've been caught by the Dryad, but I'm gonna say no, because I'm not really a big fan of the whole immortality / incredibly long lifespan. Because at the end of it, once the Dryad actually dies, either you're probably gonna age rapidly, or you won't know anybody, since everybody you know is dead at that point, and have been long dead. Seeing as as long as you're with the Dryad, not allowed to leave her side, so yeah. That's a pass. The honeybee, though, I would have to say, yes, they'll capture you first. Check the goods, then bring you to the queen, and if the queen says, nah, I don't want that one in particular, then the one who caught you and brought you to the queen gets to keep you as her husband, as they say. Plus, the honey is also grade A value. So yeah, I would actually. Because I think it's in Volume 2 that they actually reveal the honeybee queen, though. But I would smash the honeybee. Oh wait, I skipped one. Sorry. So yeah, the hornet. Don't worry, the one that you just saw is gonna be next. So yeah, would I smash the hornet? Essentially, these just attack the honeybees and steal the men they found or they captured if they get the opportunity. I actually like their design a lot better than the honeybee. Plus, if they fail and they get captured by the honeybees, they'll essentially become a honeybee in mind and spirit, so to say. But they'll still look like the hornet. But essentially they'll have the same roles as a regular honeybee and everything. I would also smash, because again, I like the design of the hornet a lot better than the honeybee. And now on to the one that was spoiled by accident. The grizzly. Would I smash? That's a tough one, actually. Her paws are essentially smelling like the honey from the honeybee. And essentially if she smells or even licks it, she'll become very horny. And after that, she'll just hold you tight and essentially sleep while embracing you. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if I would smash or pass it, because I would say the grizzly is like literally along the border of smash and pass. I mean, to be fair, whenever she smells the honey that is literally coated in her paws, she would go me horny. Until she's exhausted and then falls asleep again while embracing you. Actually, again, I don't know where to place this one, so this one's gonna be a maybe. The Harpy. No offense, but some people probably would. But the fact that for aerodynamic reasons they look small, if you know what I mean. I mean, the wings look nice and all, but I would say no. I'm gonna pass on the Harpy. Leading us to the next one. The Black Harpy. Funny enough, complete the 180, but I would smash the Black Harpy though. Mainly because I like her design a lot better. And that is just enough to make me say, yeah, I would. Yeah. Well, that's the first 20 now. Keep in mind that there are 100. Anyway, weird cut. Alright, on to the next 10. So yeah. Would I smash the cockatrice? I mean, not really. And as long as you have don't succumb to the urge to chase after this particular monster girl. And I don't know why my eyebrows are doing that. But yeah, as long as you don't succumb to the urge to chase them, since the cockatrice will quite literally run away from you the moment that she spots you. Yeah, you're pretty safe. So again, don't succumb to chasing her, and you're fine. But no, I would not smash. Now the orc. I mean, yes, they're stupidly strong. Well endowed, I'll say. And, similar to the, sorry for the word pause there, by the way, but similar to the, werewolf, this one, if you manage to outlast it during the forceful act, because yes, these guys will force it on you, as most of the monster girls in the book. But it's similar to that, but there's one catch. These guys don't just travel in packs of 2 or 3. These have a chance of spawning in, I don't know, or being in groups of 50 to more. So yeah, outlasting every single one of them, which is a requirement, is gonna be a tough job. Keep in mind you also have to do this frequently and every day. So I mean, depending on how many, I would say I would smash. Because again, they'll serve you as soon as you outlast them. They'll see you as the boss, so they'll again follow your orders. So yeah, I would smash the orc. I mean, I think I mentioned this when I did the actual Vtuber reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia on this particular one, the Ooga. Yeah, I think I mentioned it quite a lot that yes, I would definitely 100% smash. I mean, you encounter these lovely ladies, quite literally on battlefields, because they like to fight and everything. And you're only method of escape is to screw them unconscious. And yes, I said screw there. But yeah. Screw them unconscious and that's your moment to escape, but if they wake up, they'll demand a rematch and you're back at square one. Also, they have a tendency to, you know, fight you too. So that's the risk of it, but you either have to out-screw them or quite literally beat them unconscious and run. Because otherwise, you're not escaping. But yeah, I would. Definitely. I would smash the ogre. No. Just no. Because they made it quite clear in the actual entry. Arachne are mad sadists. So if you actually try to escape, they'll actually enjoy it. And yeah, I mean, there are people who are into that, but I actually would say no. Just no. No to the Arachne, I would not smash. Now the Lamia, on the other hand, unlike the others that come after this one, I mean the other two in the Lamia family, I would. I mean, to be again, I like snakes and everything. Yes, the bottom half would be kind of something you would have to, how to put this? Look past, I guess. Plus, keep in mind that's one big muscle, so one wrong move and you're bound to break something. Now, why would I say I would smash a Lamia? I actually grew up watching the Everyday Life with Monster Girls, and one of the ladies there was, or one of the main female characters there, also Monster Girls mostly, but the first one you get introduced to is a Lamia. So yeah, if they act like that, I would. So yeah, I would smash a Lamia. Hang on. And now we have the Medusa. I mean, I like the design and everything. Funny enough, I actually like the way they designed the hair the most. But I would say I'll pass. Because, yeah, if you actually hug her and everything, she'll actually start turning you to stone because she doesn't want you to stop hugging her. So, yeah, being turned into a statue that permanently hugs her. Also, she can turn a certain something into something that will permanently be rock hard, if you know what I mean. But no, I would pass on the Medusa. I would also pass on the Echidna. Mainly because, again, first off, they are in like, as if I recall correctly, in their actual description, they are found in like high-level dungeons at like the bottom. So, if you want to smash this one, you would have to quite literally risk your life. Essentially, you would also have to be a hero if you actually beat the entire thing. And then, as a hero, suddenly disappear, never to be heard from again, because you're fucking this thing. But yeah, no, with the risk to one's life, I would say no, I'd pass. Plus, your kids would be any kind of monster girl. Anyway. Now, the Lizard Man. They essentially just travel around. If you boast about how strong you are, they'll challenge you, and if you beat them, yeah, they're gonna turn into stalkers and follow you around until you take responsibility, as they would claim, or as they would say. And thus you have a wife, by beating someone who challenged you. Actually, I would. Again, I like the design and the... I know it's quite... you can see it actually quite easily, but the way that her feet are in the illustration here, I don't know actually if you guys see the red line over it. Sorry if you do, but essentially they actually look like shoes, but they aren't. So I would smash the lizard man. Now obviously next comes the salamander. Again, I would, cause the design is a lot better, plus you actually have an indication of if she actually really likes you, considering her tail will burn quite heavily and bright if you are the one that she likes. So yeah, I would. Plus the wholesome fan art for this monster girl. Damn. And yes, by wholesome I mean non-sexual, unless you count the whole apron and wearing nothing underneath as sexual. But yeah, I would. The werebat. I mean, if they're in dark spaces, they'll obviously be more confident. But as soon as there's any light pointed at them, they'll be absolutely terrified. And if you're the guy she likes, you're essentially... well, she's essentially just gonna grab onto you until it's dark again, or until the light goes away. So I'm gonna say I would. Not gonna lie though, that's mainly due to a doujinshi that I've read a while back, also relating to werebats. Anyway, another weird cut right here. Yeah. We're at the point where it just gets weird and it's an instant nope. Not for the... I mean, for like, especially those at the end for these 10. Well, first off, the centaur. Would I smash? Or would I pass? I'm gonna say I would pass. First off, they quite literally have two vaginas, front and back, aka the horse end as well. Plus, they're the ones initiating it with you, and afterwards they're gonna say it's your fault and you have to take responsibility. And they'll quite literally, similar to the lizard man, follow you around until you take responsibility, while screaming it at the top of their lungs. So yeah, I would say no, although the design is nice. So passing on the centaur. There's actually only one in the centaur family that I would smash, and we're not quite there yet. The unicorn. Would I? No. I mean, again, I did just earlier say there's only one one in the centaur family that I would smash. And the unicorn definitely isn't one of them because, you know, the whole... she'll instantly know if you've been unfaithful. Also, she'll become a different type of monster girl, which likes to cheat as well. If, you know, you cheat on her. Anyway, passing on the unicorn. Now the Minotaur. I would smash. Mainly because it's really easy, in my opinion, to get away from it. Essentially, as they mention in the description as well, you mostly encounter the Minotaur while she is asleep. And first off, as long as you don't make any noise, you can get away. And if you get caught, again, if she's exhausted and falls asleep, that's your opportunity to run. But yeah, I would smash, mainly because I also kinda like her design. Now the Hallstars, I would also smash because similar to the Weresheep, she produces something that is also quite sought after and valuable. I mean, with her design you guys can probably guess what it is. Yes, it's milk. But the downside here is you actually don't have to necessarily do it constantly with her, but it is recommended that you at least do it occasionally, because if she goes for too long without it, she'll revert back to to the normal instinct of a Minotaur and force you to. Funny enough, there's actually a small comic showing that, like a one-page thing, and let's just say the final image you see is her very angry and forcing you to, or forcing the character to, you know, do it. Anyway, I would smash the Hallstars. The giant ant. I'm gonna say I'll pass for essentially for two reasons. First off, if you've watched any of the videos or streams where I'm underground, I can very easily get lost, apparently, underground, and yeah. I'd like to avoid any Arachne family members, and the reason for that is also the next monster girl, by the way, but I would pass on the giant ant. I am actually fascinated by an ant colony, though. Anyway, one of the reasons, aside from me getting lost underground, the ant Arachne. Yeah, I would avoid. I personally would not want to get near anything in the Arachne family, because again, sadists. Being a sadist is in their nature, or in the majority. I can't remember if the giant or the ant Arachne is actually similar, but once she actually invades giant ant colonies, and as soon as she gets a man, as soon as she catches a man she likes, yeah, she's not gonna do any of her work and just spend the day in her room doing nothing but screwing you. Again, don't know if it's has sadistic tendencies, but considering most of the Arachne family do, so I would avoid. So I'm passing on the ant Arachne. The mantis, I would smash actually, considering she's also known as the assassin of the forest. And she'll actually take really good care of you. So yeah, I would smash. Plus, if you actually look closely when she's with you, you might actually see her smile, considering she'll most of the time not change her facial expression. Plus, she would also make for one hell of a bodyguard. So yeah, I would smash the mantis. Oh wait, that was the mantis. Yeah, I'm doing 10 at a time, and I'm also gonna split this smash or pass video into 2 pieces. So first part is gonna be the first 50. No, just no. No fucking way. I would rather castrate myself than have to do it with a fairy. For very obvious reasons. And sadly, the additional artwork that is also included with the entry for the fairy is burned into my mind. And it's, in my opinion, not that nice. Let's just say she keeps her size, but somehow is able to accommodate a guy's eggplant. Yeah, no. Passing on the fairy. Here I would say I like the design, but it's again, pixies are tricksters, so passing on the pixie. So that's a hell nah. Although she is just below the line of smash or pass. But she's still on the pass side, so passing on that. Oh god, how is this? How this one was difficult to pronounce. The Lenya Shi. I mean, again, it's a fairy, and so I would pass. Also, I do have the book handy here. But yeah, I would pass, although if you're an artist, the benefits would be, yes, you would shorten your lifespan, but you could produce the greatest art, or the finest artworks imaginable, but at the cost of your own life. So if you're someone who uses AI-generated art, I guess you could use this one to actually produce something good. No offense, but if you do use, in all honesty, if you use AI-generated art, you might as well just say, I'm a talentless hick. Yeah, I have something against AI-generated art, but enough of that. I would pass on this monster girl with a very difficult to pronounce name for me, because it's probably French. And I'd rather declare war on the French. Anyway, weird cut. Well, final 10 for part 1. And, yeah. So far, I need to recover my sanity after this. Anyway. Hang on, now I just need to go back a bit to see how was this one called again. Kesaran Pasaran, would I smash or pass? Well, it should be pretty frickin' obvious. I'll pass. What, were you expecting me to say I'd smash? No way in hell. I mean, it's similar to the actual fairy with the additional artwork. So, I'll definitely pass. The elf, on the other hand, I mean, I dare you to say, I dare you to point at anyone who wouldn't want to smash an elf. I mean, I think that's the very first fantasy kind of being that people wanted to spend the night with, if you know what I mean. Granted, they may be a lot older than you would expect, but would still smash. I mean, I guess that's a human thing, right? If you guys watched the anime interspecies reviewers. Anyway. I mean, with the whip, you can tell. You can definitely tell with the whip that the dark elf likes to be the dominant one. And with the additional artwork where she is quite literally stomping on a man's eggplant. And somehow he is climaxing from that. Guess he has a foot fetish. Anyway. I would actually, despite the potential sadist here, I mean the dark elf, not me personally, but despite that being in there too, I would still smash. I would definitely still smash the dark elf. Oh boy. And now, the dwarf. Now hear me out here. I feel like I have to explain why I would smash the dwarf. I mean, they are great at crafting. And there's a whole different reason why I actually like playing as the dwarf. Related to, I mean, why I would smash the dwarf. Which actually goes back to the, to an MMO that I used to play where a dwarf was one of the races you could play, also as female as well. Needless to say, female dwarf was yours truly. But I would smash. Also because the artwork that I used for the thumbnail for this particular entry in the Vtuber reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia, I actually really liked it. But yeah, needless to say, if you were with a dwarf, you can't be with any of the elves, because they don't like each other. Also, fun fact, the men dwarves may be extinct at this point, but they, honestly, as it is written in the description, they just saw their women being very lustful all of a sudden, and realizing, oh shit, it's the monster mana that's causing it. But they just went, I'm okay with that. You know? I'm fine with it. And thus, the male population of the dwarves met their end by death by snoo snoo. Essentially. Anyway, moving on to the Amazon, or Amazoness. I honestly would also smash, because they're essentially tough warrior succubi. Granted, if they actually catch a man, they're brought to their home village, or to their home village, and raped in the town square to show, I caught a man and this guy is mine alone. You know, essentially to show off. And I can't believe the R word actually left my mouth there. Hopefully I said it fast enough that YouTube doesn't notice. Anyway, the Alice, native, or one of the natives in Wonderland. Yeah, despite me laughing, I would pass. Because first off, prolonged exposure forces a man to force himself on her, plus she'll lose all memory of it, and she's an eternal virgin. Because Every time a guy forces himself on her, she regenerates that and loses all memory of the interaction, but somehow when it happens, she remembers any kind of any kind of technique that she was privy to before losing the actual memory. Yeah. Obviously, no. I would pass on the on the Alice. I would pass on that. And that was also me just checking. Was it this number? Anyway, the Alp. Yeah, I pass definitely. Because as it states, it's an unusual and rare variant of the succubus. Luckily rare. That essentially used to be a guy. I mean, to be fair, I'll admit I wouldn't, I don't really give a damn, but I would pass on the Alpi, mainly because they apparently go through some kind of psychological trauma from having been a man and, you know, transitioning to the being a female succubus. Yeah, I would pass. I mean, to be fair, succubi actually do or have been known to switch genders, so... Anyway. Moving on to the Cyclops. Which, thankfully, I would smash. Mainly because she'll essentially forge you a great weapon for a in exchange for, you know, a night of pleasure, and you'll essentially get the weapon for free. So yeah, I would smash the Cyclops. What were you gonna? Did you guys think I was gonna comment on the fact that she has only one eye? I mean, I would still smash. So, I don't really care. Now, moving on to the mermaid. Now, the mermaid in particular, I wouldn't smash. But, fun fact, their blood actually grants you extended lifespan, apparently, which is also a very valuable commodity. But I would not want to smash the basic mermaid. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but I still personally wouldn't be willing. Oh wait, that sounds contradictory. Yeah, I wouldn't knowingly smash. So I'd pass. Now on to the final monster girl for part 1 of this Smash or Pass video, also marking the number 50, the Marrow. Now this one, I would smash, mainly because we would, in all likelihood, have a very similar taste, our interests, I would say, seeing as the Marrow also, same with the mermaid, can extend your life with her blood. Most of the mermaid blood on the market is actually Marrow blood, as it is mentioned. But essentially, she's also the pervert of the sea, seeing as she likes to watch other monster girls of the ocean fornicate, if you know what I mean. Not to say, I wouldn't actually like that, but the fact that she's known as the pervert of the sea, I think she would, I would smash. Alright, so yeah. Those are the first 50 monster girls in the Monster Girl Encyclopedia Volume 1. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna save the other 50 for part 2, obviously, because otherwise this video would be way too long. And I would have still one more video that I could squeeze out of this, so yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream of whatever I'll be making or streaming. So yeah, bye!